I actually have a timed warped Widow's Kiss ring from Firelands, which would lower my haste and give me more mastery. Even though it says Burning Band of Thorns is literally my best ring. Like everything that has haste on it says it's better than other shit. They're like, yeah, just stack more haste, more haste. Here's haste. Then I have Signet of the Last Elder, which would probably be for my bear spec guardian.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My meta.
Is there a clip of wherever that's from?
No.
No.
No, it's
a joke.
We used to bitch at each other with.
I was gonna say, Kilson used to say it all the time in voice chat.
Because we used to intentionally fuck up his meta.
Grapevine.
Oh, hey, there's no Boomkin. It's only entangled.
Wait, so you did that knowingly?
Nope.
Uh-huh.
I just note, like, I didn't look at the affixes. I was like, I'm used to this, it'll be fine.
Just
You
saying,
should know by now.
I don't know how to play fucking Boomkin.
Charging. Move.
And
Well,
Charging.
that's okay.
Move.
So you're going to Sun Dot and Moon Dot, and then you're going to Angry Sun twice, and then Angry Stars as much as you can for the next 15 seconds.
2.
When you fill up on
Charging.
power, you're going to Asteroid to the face 3 times.
Charging.
Rinse and repeat. Did
I
that make
think you broke him.
Did that make sense?
Dot dot, angry sun, angry moon,
Yeah.
asteroid to face.
Yeah.
2.
So you have Sun Dot and Moon Dot, right? Make sure everything is dotted by your 2 shits. Right? Always dot your shit. If it's an AoE pull with more than 2 things, you're going to Solar Wrath twice and then just, like, Starfall. Like, and you're going to keep casting Starfall. Or, like, what is it called? Like, yeah. So, yeah. If it is a single target pull,
2.
you are going to do the, what's it called? The AoE, like,
Starfire.
Starfire, that's the one I'm looking for. Okay, so Sundown, you're gonna Moonfire and Sunfire everything. Just make sure you have those dots on all the things. If it is a pull with more than 2 targets, you're going to Wrath twice, which is going to proc your Starfire Eclipse phase. So then you're gonna just cast Eclipse until your energy beam is full. Because you're AoEing, you're gonna then cast Starfall as many times as you can, and you're gonna keep that capped out. Anytime that you have enough energy to cast Starfall, as long as you have more, like 3 or more targets, you're gonna cast Starfall. As far as your astral power goes. If you are single target user, or a single target killing something, you're going to dot things up, Starfire twice, and then you are going to Solar Wrath until you fill up on Energy Beam. Like, until your energy bar fills up. And then you're gonna pop off 3 Star Surges. And then you're gonna rinse and repeat that shit. Just like fill up your bar with Solar Wrath, and then pop off 3 Star Surges. Fill up the bar with Solar Wrath, pop off 3 Star
Target you.
Surges until it dies. And every time your Eclipse falls off with your with your Solar Wrath, you're gonna pop 2 more Starfires and like go back into your Solar Eclipse.
So flag. Wanna know what I just noticed?
What was that?
I'm in my raid build still.
We did a 20 fall, and I forgot to switch from single target.
Well, so for me, the difference between my raid build and my Mythic Plus build is I have 2 extra buttons in raid build.
Oh, figured you'd have less. Or is it
So-
survivability?
And so in Mythic Plus, I take pushing the advantage over Weapons of
Watch
Order,
your step.
which removes Weapons of Order and Tiger Bomb.
Dispel.
Man, what sort of
Whereas-
dispel?
Oh, it's a poison dot.
Yeah, it's not actually showing up on anyone.
I already got it.
Watch your step.
I hate how Moonfire only hits 2 people.
Yeah, because it's never Moonfire was never meant to be AoE.
It's very annoying to dot everyone up.
Yep. Well, you don't. Okay,
Watch
so
your
only
step.
worry about the target that you have with Moonfire, but like you're gonna make sure everybody has the Starfire.
Okay, so I don't want to spam Moonfire to fucking
Yeah.
Moonfire
Just-
everyone.
Yeah, you don't want to Moonfire everybody. Just like make sure people are up on your when you're
Watch your dispel.
yeah, you're gonna sun dot everybody right now, and when you moon dot everybody, or when you moon dot one person, it's gonna moon dot a second one, and that's bonus. And then after that, you go into your Solar Wrath Starfire rotation, with proccing your like stuff
your
and gathering, because like the Starfire and Solar Wrath rotation where you're proccing each other's eclipses is
I
your
hate
energy
emotions.
building rotation, basically. And then when you pop off 3
Watch your
Star
step.
Surges, it gives you the Star-Lord proc, which reduces your haste by 15%. So once you get like a shit ton of haste in Mastery, because Mastery
Wait, why did I just get a
increases
verse
the-
proc?
what?
Watch your step.
I just got a verse proc out of something.
Dispel.
Pips.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pips rotates through the stats. that
Oh
they-
yeah.
Pips rotates through the stats, and that's one reason why it's best in slot for druids. But like,
Watch your step.
yeah, basically you have a couple rotations that you're keeping track of on a Moonkin. You have to do your Eclipse rotation, which is your energy building rotation. And the energy building rotation is 100% there, so you can try to keep your Star-Lord buff up as much as you can, as often as you can. Because your Star-Lord buff is the buff that you're going to get from popping off your Star Surge either 3 times, because it can stack up to 3 times, or it's your Starfall multiple times. And that lowers your haste 5% for each stack, and it can stack up to 3 times. So if you can maintain, like, especially in single target, like a boss pull, if you can maintain your Star-Lord buff at a 3 stack the majority of the time on a boss pull,
12%
you're gonna have like
haste.
an 85% proc rate of like 85% of the time you're gonna have what's it called, like 15%
Watch your
extra
step.
haste, basically, which is gonna let you cast more that's gonna let you cast more Star Surges, because it's more like you gained more power and you get more Solar Wraths out of it because you have more haste. So the entire game is, once you know your like your rotation for getting into an eclipse, and you can keep things dotted, your entire goal is to maintain your Star-Lord buff as high as you can.
Watch your step.
3, 2, 1.
Break
And
valley.
then when everything falls apart, like during those odd moments in raid, congratulations, you just deal with it and start building all over again.
Breath incoming.
4,
Watch your step.
3, 2, 1.
I find myself accidentally, like, overcasting
2,
Wrath sometimes, and I go into the other Eclipse.
Yep, that you have to get used to and
Watch your step.
try not to do. Because one of them is your AoE rotation and the other one is your single target rotation. Because your AoE stuff, the star stuff
Breath incoming.
for your lunar eclipse, the cast times on all of it are more.
Yeah.
And the damage is split between the targets that are there. So it's a slower cast time, you're going to get slower procs of them off. But but when you're in solo build, you kind of just ignore most of that. I haven't looked at your talents. I don't know what your talents are like right now.
The classic M+ ones.
2, 1.
Like, so you have mushroom bleed on everything?
Not mushroom.
Okay.
Every M+ build that I saw never takes mushroom.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's
Wowhead.
Your AoE that's your AoE like Mythic Plus build right now. So weird. Unless WoW had changed it.
3, 2, 1.
Everything's dying before I can cast.
Yep, that happens. It's okay.
Why not out of that route? Oh, we got dragons.
Just bring it.
It's okay. Just bring them here. I'm gonna look at Wowhead after this. Because you should have mushrooms for AoE. But yeah, like your AoE target build, you're gonna have Starfall for that builder. But if you are single target build, you're not even gonna have Starfall as a talent. So you won't have the ability to AoE rain stars on anybody.
Ah, I'm falling into fucking eggs.
Bring them here.
Friggin' knockback. I hate this dungeon, but I also need the trinket from it.
3, 2, 1.
I need the ring from it, but like at this level probably would not be better than the backup ring I have now.
Well, Wowhead, for some reason, says the ring is, like, best in slot for... Jeez, fucking eggs.
Yeah, like your Arc Druid ring in here is your best in slot ring.
I mean, the trinket
Break valley.
is, like, best in slot for Guardian Druid for some reason.
Which trinket?
One of the caster ones, actually.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It was just, like, extra damage. Jeez, I fucking hate this fight.
Yep. It is not only is that trinket extra damage, but that trinket like procs your ranged moves. And if you are doing damage retard build on Guardian build, you're
the
going to
Degen
have
one.
Yeah, especially if you're doing the Legion one, you're going to proc the you're going to have multiple Moonfires as a Guardian druid. So you're going to be like using that that like caster trinket like if to get aggro of shit and like Moonfire things.
I say, but also I can't say shit because I use my bandolier from the second boss.
Break valley.
And that's one of my
Run out.
big damages. But to me, a caster trinket is just kind of odd for a tank. But I guess that the way that you put it does make sense.
Run out.
3, 2, 1.
Everything's dying.
I mean,
Yeah, so I tried Feral, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, Feral, they fucked up. It's bad.
Yeah, let me keep track of 5 separate bleeds, and
Oh, that's not that bad. That's Feral used to have a 14-button rotation and 5 different bleeds to keep track of. What they do now is bullshit. It's like bullshit and easy. That's not the bad part of it. The bad part of it now is they swapped the gameplay to be slightly more like a rogue, but they wanted the stats to hit and be the same as a warlock with dots. So they fucked up how haste works on a feral druid is basically what the full complaint is.
pretty much what they wanted is they wanted the bleed effect from Assassination Rogue, but the dot effect from Affliction Warlock.
Bingo. That's what they wanted for druid, and then they fucked it up. Because haste used to affect how fast you could cast your spells, and like that kind of, and how fast you regained your energy. In Legion, they changed it so that haste doesn't affect how fast you fucking like energy regen. Haste just affect. Yeah, lost. Here we go. Haste only affects your.
3, 2.
Haste affects how fast your dots tick,
Grapevine.
which is bullshit. Like that should not be a. Haste shouldn't affect how fast your dots tick. And mastery affects how strong your dots tick. So it used to
that
be
makes sense
stacked
now.
crit mastery on Feral, but you can't do that anymore because your haste has to like be high enough so that like an affliction warlock that the things tick more. But
3, 2.
it's that's not how shit feels like to play, because to play it feels like you need dots and haste to do shit. But haste doesn't affect the shit, it affects your dot. And it feels bad. It feels bad, just point blank. The only reason why it was passable in Legion was because one of your legendaries in Legion,
Spread.
and like quite frankly the only legendary they recommended the entire expansion for like for feral druids. Like other classes got to like play with multiple Legos and that kind of shit. Feral druid was like, no, there is a Lego that doubles your haste. Instead of 100 haste, it has 200 haste on your bar. So you can always cast something. And it just affected your haste regen, and it made like your previous and old
did you
haste.
need this ring?
Anybody want the back that I got?
The ring is
Archdruid's Sainted Seal.
yeah, that's actually my best in slot ring, but I don't know if
I already have it.
okay, I'll take it. Like
OT, right?
yes.
It is great for enhancement, but I already have one in my bags.
It is best in slot for my mage, but I have the opposite ring of it, which is the Band of Burning Thorns.
Yeah,
Which, ironically,
I'm
on
good.
Boomkin, like, yeah, those two rings are your best in slot rings, I believe, on
So
Boomkin. Yeah.
the country shop.
I'm good.
So no, look at my talents that I have right now. This is the normal raid, like this is the raid build
Oh.
that I've got right now.
If the game would stop fucking closing your shit right when I open it.